Hey everyone, it is Iced Hazelnut
Grape Adler.
and we are Background Noise,
Convos.
Convos, whatever. Did you say whatever?
I said Convos.
Oh, dang it.
Podcast.
Background Noise, Convos, podcast. Anywho.
That was you. I
So
was
it's
on it.
Mid-October, and we're coming to you with a
Spooky episode?
I'm calling it Illinois Paranormal Cryptids or Scary Stories.
Yep, it's a whole plethora.
So,
because we already have a Cryptids episode.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about cryptids
But
in
just
general.
around Illinois,
Yeah.
Chicago proper, yeah.
So, I'll start because,
I don't have cryptids. Mine's all hauntings. So.
Yeah. So, let me start because
Okay.
in October,
Yes.
October 28th of 2023,
Okay.
I went on a ghost hunt tour.
Oh, God, here we go.
So, my brother said, hey, I got tickets for you if you want to go and his son to go on a ghost walk. It was in Aurora, so
Aurora, Illinois.
not too far, not too, so we're out in the suburbs. And so I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Cause I've always been curious and he has too. So we were going to go, but then his son couldn't go cause he had to work. So we took my other brother, the younger brother.
I would have went, but it was cold and rainy. I'm not about that life.
Oh my gosh, it was so cold. But anywho, I'm glad I had the sweater I had, even though it was thin. Anyways, it was really neat. And when we got there, and we met at, what is it called? The Walter Payton's Roundhouse, which is now, originally, I should start it off as Walter Payton's Roundhouse. Now it's Two Brothers Roundhouse. So we got there, they lent everyone on the tour an EMF meter, which is a measure electromagnetic fields. That's what it does. Mine never went off, but for my brother, it went off a couple times.
It's surprising because if you had a camera and people had phones, that shit goes off too. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But hey.
So we started off there at the Roundhouse. We have eaten there a couple of times. We've had Mother's Day brunch there a couple of times. It's excellent.
That's like one of the best spots.
It's crowded.
The other place was good too, but I mean the other places, but that I think this is the best. It's just the best area.
To me, I recommend it.
Yeah.
And it's, what is it style?
Buffet style.
Buffet style, yeah.
And their coffee's really good. They have their own coffee around the Chicagoland area. You can find
Two Brothers Coffee, and don't they have Two Brothers like beer brew? I think
there's a brewery there.
Yeah. So we walk towards downtown after meeting there, and she was introducing herself, the tour guide. And we went down, and we went to the Leland Tower, where quite a few people have committed where they've unalived themselves, and is the tallest building in the city. And that one was where I felt kind of spooky dookies. And I took a few pictures, but I didn't really catch anything. And I used my, what is that meter called?
EMF?
No, on my phone where, I forget what it's called, where it's like
night
mode.
Night mode, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, and then we went to a local theater, the Paramount.
Okay.
I took quite a few photos there with my DSLR. And I caught a ghost, I swear. Because it's not my reflection, because you would see...
You have to put it on your community, community posts.
Yeah, the camera blocked out, I would say, in front of me. And it didn't really look like... I showed it to all my family. I was like, does this look like me? And they're like, no. So
my one brother was like, I never want to see that photo again.
I submitted it to them, and they're like, interesting.
Yeah.
So, let's see. So I would do it again. We went to a few other places too, and it was really interesting. And I would go again, because it's been a couple of years. I would go again, but I don't think we're going to go this year. But I'd go next year. It would be cool to go again to see, I don't know if it would be different. Who knows? I don't know, but...
Yeah, once the cold sets in, it's going to be super cold this winter. So I don't know if this winter and fall is going to be the best time to do it, even though you guys did it in rain. So, anyway, go on.
So, I'll talk about suburban stories and cryptids and paranormal stuff, and my sister Grape is going to do Chicago.
I'm doing Chicago and Chicagoland area because a lot of stuff is Chicago, quote unquote, but it's actually a little outside of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's still considered one of the Chicago stuff. So when you look up hauntings,
and I try to focus on more suburban, like outside of the city proper. So the first thing is Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Midlothian, Illinois.
Are you kidding me? I asked you if you did that one. You said no.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Well, let's compare notes.
Yeah, I'll compare notes with you.
So actually, I got most of my stuff from the www.bachelorsgrove.com. So I'll also put I'll put links.
I just looked it up on different websites, but go on.
Okay.
So
it's called One of the Most Haunted in the Country. As many paranormal and unexplained phenomena has happened there. So, paranormal activity reported as early as the 50s. The website features links to stories and link to a book compiled of the paranormal stories, which is really interesting. I was going in, in the links, and I'm like, oh my god. So, okay, so once you get in those links, and if you're really interested in that stuff, it's very informative. So see the description in the link from the website. And here's an excerpt from one of the stories. One of the stories is Farmer and Horse. So this is quotes because it's taken from there. It's a story. Quote, the origin of the legend of the Farmer and Horse can be traced back to researcher Dale Kaczmarek, president of the Ghost Research Society in Oaklawn, Illinois. The sighting was first printed within the first edition of the 1982 Ghost Research Society Ghost Trackers newsletter, as well as televised during a 1982 NBC5 Chicago broadcast in which Kaczmarek was a guest. Legend states that in the 1870s, a farmer and his horse were plowing land when, for some unknown reason, the horse ran into the pond adjacent to the cemetery, pulling in both the farmer and plow, resulting in their deaths. The usual story is that the horse was startled, which in turn caused the calamity. Apparently, there were no witnesses around during the incident, so it is uncertain as to what truly happened. It is often said that a combination of the weight of the plow and the farmer not knowing how to swim is what led to his death. Well, both their deaths.
Yeah, because they're heavy machinery.
Yeah,
so
end quote. So, to get even more detailed info, just go to those links in there and all the other stories, and they're really interesting.
So, Midlothian is 25 miles out of Chicago. If it wasn't, I put that in there. If it wasn't in Chicago proper, so
right, okay,
still not too bad. That's kind of like us too. So,
what other info did you have on Midlothian?
Is that all you have?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Oh, I have a little more then.
Yeah, because you go to the links and it's got a ton of stories.
So I have the cemetery is located in a Rubio Woods Forest Preserve.
And you're talking about the cemetery.
The cemetery. Okay, it's in a forest preserve.
This is just about one story. Mine was the farmer and the horse. So yours is about a cemetery. Okay,
it's about the cemetery. So then paranormal activity has been dated back to the 50s, like you said. Sightings of orbs, apparitions, and mysterious figures. Ooh. Now, are you doing anything about the white lady?
No, I don't have anything.
You don't have anything else? No. Okay, so that's the most...
from Midlothian.
Yeah. From Bachelor's Grove, right?
Right.
So, the most famous legend, or famous picture ever taken is the white lady, a spectral figure walking the grounds, often carrying a child.
Oh.
There's a famous picture from 1991 by Judy Huff Fleece, thought to be of the white lady. Is a photograph of gravestones, and it's a translucent woman sitting on a quilted, quote-unquote, headstone. Huff Fleece said there was no one around when the picture was taken.
Oh.
Also, and you can look, there's links to that. I've seen it in different things on YouTube and stuff. There's a spectral dog that's been seen. Dog? A monk has been seen around the area.
Wow.
And then I have another thing about, it's funny because there's a phantom farmhouse.
Oh.
That has been seen. It's a full-size farmhouse in the woods near the cemetery that has been reported to be, when approached, disappears.
Oh.
Sometimes visible from the cemetery, sometimes just around it when you're walking it. It's been described as an old 2-story farmhouse with porch and lights in the windows that are on.
That's freaky deaky.
Also, it's usually, and sometimes when it's, what is it called? Foggy.
Oh.
It's really visible because of the lights.
Wow. That's freaky.
There was farm and rural homes around the surrounding cemeteries on the map from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, but none that had the description of that farmhouse.
Wow.
Unless they just never,
right,
found it or whatever. So,
right.
And that's all I have on that.
Oh, wow.
And that I looked up just because a lot of places, like you said about, you started out with your tour.
Right.
That doesn't have a tour. It's not on a tour because it's in a forest preserve, but there's always individual. They just said to be respectful, and it's an individual walk in that because it's like in the middle of that forest preserve.
Oh, wow.
Which I have a thing about that. Remember? There's that within town. There's that old 1800s cemetery that I went to when I was in 4th grade. I think I might have talked about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
She went on a field trip.
Yeah. It was in. Well, now there's houses surrounded, so I don't know how high
it still
or low.
exists.
It still exists. It's still the I don't know if the guy must have passed away because he was
the founding
older.
members.
The older man who was because he knew my 4th grade teacher. That's why we went to go and do rubbings on the
gravestones.
Rubbings on the gravestones.
Wow.
So it was surrounded at the time. It was all field, just like corn, grass field, surrounded by just
4th graders.
4th graders, by the way, surrounded by
But wait, when you first pulled up, what happened?
What happened?
It was calm.
Oh yeah, it was calm. It's a sunny day, but it's surrounded by trees. And when you go in there, it's dark. It was dark, and my side started hurting.
Oh.
And I couldn't figure out. As soon as I left, I was fine.
Wow.
It was weird.
Wow.
So I wonder if something attached to me.
So wait, was there like no homes when you went?
No, there was nothing.
Now it's like homes.
It's all built up.
Yeah.
And I think it's named after that, right?
Oh,
that
it could
cemetery.
Be. Yeah,
I forgot what the cemetery is called.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still there and it's locked up, so you need special access like we had.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like I said, I don't know who owns it.
And it's
now.
just very small.
It was the city.
It was a small cemetery, right? It's small.
Oh yeah, it was a small cemetery.
Oh.
I mean, at the time,
it was only the founding
big.
members and their families.
It's like founding members and their families from the 1900s, something like that. I think 70s.
I wonder
was
if
like
they
the
have.
oldest.
I wonder if there is like paranormal activity.
Oh, that's what I was like, man.
Usually paranormal though activity isn't that linked
why
to
is this
like
house so low over in this nice area?
Isn't that linked to like if something traumatic happened to those people?
That's true.
But if it didn't, then it should be fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if I'm getting attacked.
Well, you didn't get attacked.
No, I didn't get attacked. I just got, and like I said, it was all windy and cold in there too.
Yeah.
Probably because it was all enclosed.
Yeah.
But still, it was weird.
Yeah.
Even my mom went with us, and I was just like,
she was
weird.
What are those called? The parents, the chaperone.
Chaperone. She was like, that was weird. I'm like, okay, it wasn't just me then. Mom's usually not into that.
She's
stuff.
usually. Did she know you guys were going there? I don't think she would have went if she knew. Did you just say, "Hey, can you?"
No,
be a chaperone?
They always sent home because I never asked her. She always just volunteered because she was a homemaker, so it's something for her to do.
Yeah.
And no, she just went. I mean, she knew what it was. It said.
Okay.
It's not like
that's weird.
I'll ask her, but I'm pretty sure she knew.
I don't think she'll remember.
No, she won't remember.
It was such a long time ago.
She just remembers. she remembers it.
Right.
Like, cause she's like, it was creepy.
Happening. Yeah.
She's like, it was creepy in there. Didn't help that the boys were scaring the girls, so they're just screaming. Didn't help.
Oh my god.
Anyway, go on.
Okay, so my next one is the Demon Butcher of Palos Park in Palos Park, Illinois.
I vaguely have heard of this. Go on.
So an urban legend of a supposed demonic butcher with stories about his haunted home.
Okay.
Herman Butcher. Mm-hmm. That's his last name.
Nice.
A Palos resident in the late 19th century, was considered an exuberant guy.
So he wasn't a butcher?
Listen.
Oh, sorry. sorry.
Fellow who followed his family last name in meat processing business.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, you're getting ahead of me.
God.
He had an apprentice who he would bicker with often. And one day he instructed the apprentice to bring a carcass to the basement.
Ooh.
While doing so, the young man fell down the stairs and broke his neck. The butcher, not wanting to deal with fallout from the unfortunate accident, butchered the poor guy and sold the meat. He was given accolades as to how good the particular meat was.
He was tender.
He felt he had to keep up the high standard of his quote-unquote meat and started luring hobos. When they became scarce, he started going after children.
So he's Sweeney Todd and Pennywise.
When folks were concerned about all the child kidnappings, they eventually traced it all back to Herman, and everything came out. He was dragged and unalived for his murderous doings. So there's a good article with more detail, way more detail, through a patch story, and I'm putting the link of it in the description of that. So there's way more details. So
yeah, I think I might have heard of that thing, but I don't think I knew the whole story.
Yeah.
Ew.
So that's like a brief synopsis of what happened.
So it's like Sweeney Todd, It, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. All right, shall I?
So what's your next one?
All right, I got the Congress Plaza Hotel,
Okay.
known as the most haunted hotel in Chicago. 871 rooms built in 1893 for the World's Fair. Located in South Loop, there was several unalivings. I hate that term, but we got to say it because of, stuff on YouTube.
Standards.
Yeah, standards. And many others that have passed there. I mean, any hotel probably that's happened, but yeah. The 4th and the 12th floors are said to be the most haunted. Not sure why the 4th. I looked it up, but it just said that and the 12th floor are the most haunted. Very random. Several rooms have been closed off to the public because they're so haunted.
Oh my god.
One room is so haunted that it is sealed. The room 441. Okay. Which I think...
Did they make a movie about that?
It was 1441, I think. It was Stephen King. He was inspired by that. So, the spirit of Peg Leg Johnny, a former sailor who lost his leg at sea, was found dead in that room.
Oh my god.
The room is also associated with a young boy believed to be the spirit of Carl Langer, who was thrown out the window by his mother in the late 1930s.
Oh my god. How old was the person?
This kid, I think it said he was like 4? 4 or 5. It was kind of conflicting, but I kept hearing about the young boy.
Right.
Poor guy, poor kid.
Aww.
Supposedly that room is on the 12th floor, but I couldn't find anything confirmed, but it kept saying the 12th floor.
Right.
Now the hotel has embraced its haunted history. I think there was just a couple of other like spirits, run-of-the-mill people who've passed, who've jumped, let's just say.
Wow.
Shadows. You hear footsteps, that whole thing. Actually, but supposedly they have embraced their haunted history because for a long time they wouldn't let people, like I said, sealed. And I think now they let people in that room. It is known as the haunted package. Wow. And if you want to stay in there, you can, but at your own risk.
Oh.
So supposedly, I couldn't find anything definitive, but there was one haunted website that talked about hauntings that said they did do that.
I wonder if any YouTubers have gone there.
You know what? I should probably look that up. So.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
And yeah,
I'm sure if you just type in YouTube Congress
Hotel, to see if that. Yeah. So. But for a long time, the rooms were sealed, and now supposedly they're not. And then it's part of different haunted walking tours, and so I mean there's so many different ones. You just got to look for what you want. Yeah. So it's part of that. Anyway, so I just thought that was interesting.
Wow.
Your next.
This one's a really short one because there's not a lot of info, but it's the Wolfman of Chestnut Mountain.
What?
And guess where that is? A place where my brother and his wife recently went to. Galena.
Oh, Galena, Illinois? Okay.
Galena, Illinois. So wolves have not lived in the state since 1860. Yet there have been...
Sorry.
Speaking of wolves. You're fine.
Anyway.
Hold on a second. Okay, so wolves have not lived in the state since 1860, yet there have been reported sights of a large wolf-like creature standing upright in 2010.
What?
More sightings have persisted. So I'm including the link. So see a link in mystateline.com in the description, which includes other cryptids too. So
I've never heard of that. I can tell you. It's semi-recent.
Yeah. So that it has it's a really short article. That's really mostly what it says. But then there are some other ones too if you're interested in looking at other ones.
How many sightings?
But
maybe?
Yeah, that would be freaky.
Yeah.
So can you imagine driving at night and seeing? Ugh. Anywho.
Anyways,
what's your next one?
I got the Algonquin Theater. Algonquin Theater, which is now the Oriental Theater, located on 428 West Randolph Street. This was the site of a tragic fire in December 30th, 1903, where 602 people passed away.
Oh no!
The fire was started possibly as a result of electrical short circuit. Most passed because of the fire. At least 30 died of injuries after the fact because of being crushed. The ongoing rush of people.
Oh my gosh!
Trying to escape.
They were trampled.
Yeah, and this is the fire that really started all the fire escapes. More fire escapes.
Oh, okay.
This is what safety precautions. Yeah. Let's see here.
Ladders.
Also, they also when the theater was set to open, before it opened in November of 1903, so it was only open like a month.
Oh wow!
It was said to be absolutely fireproof. Kind of like what the Titanic said, it was unsinkable.
Oh, dang.
They said it was fireproof, and at the time they were still using candles.
Right.
So.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. Probably, or for most of it, they were probably still using candles. Locals claim spirits. Oh, sorry, hold on. Behind the theater, there's a alley passage, which is infamously called Death Alley, which is where I guess people were trying to come out of.
Right.
Locals claim spirits
That's
of
horrible.
victims never
Death
left.
Alley.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Cold spots, whispers, and apparitions have been reported.
Unalived alley.
There you go. Let's see. There was never any certain hauntings by actual people because there were just so many. It was said that because I guess there was like a trapeze show there or some kind of circus show. That the actors were okay that worked at the theater, but I think a couple of the trapeze artists perished.
Oh no!
And it is also a part of haunted tours in Chicago. So you just got to look for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting
Wow.
in Chicago proper.
Wow.
What do you got? Oh, I already did this because we did Bachelor's Grove.
My next story or item is the Lake Michigan sea serpent.
Oh.
So half-mile offshore Wilmette to Hyde Park. From 1830 through 2019, serpent and / unidentified animal sightings were shared and some were documented. Here's an excerpt from a great article at the beginning from Serpent Sightings. And it's from the Pine Barrens Institute. So, and this is the monster of Lake Michigan. The link will be, again, in the description. So, quotes, legends involving the great horned serpent vary from tribe to tribe.
Horned?
This is the beginning of the stories.
Okay.
But when all is said and done, they are pretty much all describing roughly the same thing. A creature said somewhat to resemble a huge dragon or snake covered in large scales, with prominent horns and long teeth. While these beasts could occasionally be found on land, they were most often found lurking within the dark water of both lakes and rivers. They were oftentimes viewed as being supernatural in nature, with an ability to control the weather, shapeshift, turn invisible, and bestow magical abilities on those lucky enough to defeat them in battle.
What?
Their horns and scales were believed to possess great power and were widely sought after by those brave enough to go looking for the beast. While great horned serpents could be found within almost any body of water, the most powerful ones were believed to call the Great Lakes home. And that is where the next part of the story begins. And oh my gosh, the article goes on to detail many sightings and moments of time through modern day. Wow. So
Any
it's
pictures?
really interesting. Huh?
Any pictures?
No pictures, no.
Dang it.
But as far as I can see, unless there's like links within these, so I don't think so. But it's really interesting. This person did an excellent job.
I'll have to check that out.
On
I love a good sea serpent.
Sea serpent in Lake Michigan. My God. It's like.
That's a big lake. You always forget how big that lake. I know it's not the biggest out of the Great Lakes,
but
but
it's really
it is
huge.
Very
People
big.
that come here from not necessarily other countries, but like other states, they're like, oh my god, that is a lake that looks like the ocean.
It looks like the ocean, yeah. And remember when it was like 10 or 20 years ago, when we had the really bad freeze.
Oh, yeah.
And then when Lake Michigan frozen -degree Arctic weather.
Yeah, it was like in the minus for consecutive
month.
What?
It was a month. It was cold.
Yeah.
That chunks of Lake Michigan ice didn't come up from the bottom of Lake Michigan till June.
Yeah.
And that was January. It was February. That whole month. Luckily, it was the shortest month of the year. But yeah, that happened. So it's a deep lake.
Yeah.
Me next.
You next.
All right, I got Resurrection Mary, which again,
that's a famous one.
A very famous one. Southwest of Chicago, 14 to 16 miles from downtown. So like the Loop. Justice, Illinois. I have been there. Didn't see anything. Didn't feel anything.
At night or during the day?
During the day.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This story takes...
Although she's been seen during the day, though, hasn't she?
It's mostly at night. She has been seen during the day. So,
okay.
But I saw mostly it takes place at night, it was said, but who knows. This story takes place around Resurrection Cemetery. Oh, I didn't look when it was erected. Mary, who was believed to be a young lady dressed in a white party dress, who passed in a hit-and-run accident in the 1930s, leave at a dance hall. The dance hall, believed to be the Owl nightclub, was demolished in the 1930s. So it's not even there anymore. So I don't know what's there to begin with. The story is that drivers that drive along Archer Avenue near Resurrection Cemetery will see Mary hitchhiking. She's walking down, hitchhiking, and then as they get closer, she vanishes. Or there's been some stories where she actually gets in the car and is asked to be taken home, which is not a house, but the entrance to the cemetery.
Oh my god, that's so creepy.
These sightings started in the 40s and 50s.
Oh wow.
From Resurrection Mary. And that's a pretty typical story you hear.
Yeah.
What else I was going to say? Yeah, so that's one of the more famous, probably one of the most famous that you hear out of Chicago, Chicago, right. quote unquote. What else you got? You got anything else? Oh, Jesus.
Let's do one more, and then I gotta go walk the dog.
Yeah.
And then we'll return.
Yeah.
But for you, it'll be seconds.
Yes.
Listening. So, the Cole Hollow Road Monster. Cole, C-O-L-E. In the Peoria area. This cryptid was first sighted in May of 1972. So this is taken from a story. I'll read again. I like to read because they word it so well.
Right.
Again, this is from the Pine Barren Institute. That they've got such good stories in that site. So I put in I'm going to put in the description the links to all these. The Cole Hollow. So this is quotes. The Cole Hollow Road Monster, or Comoho. Comoho.
What?
Comoho. They're just shortening it.
Yeah.
Instead of saying the whole thing, is described as being around 8 to 9 feet tall.
Jeez.
Covered in whitish gray hair, long round ears, red lips, human-like hands, meaning the thumbs were double jointed and set further down the rest of the fingers. Yeah. It appeared to resemble a cross between an ape and caveman. It gave up a putrid smell that was described like that of a wet dog mixed with rotten eggs.
Ew.
I know. The creature left behind large tracks that appeared to only show 3 toes. So that's what makes it, I think, what sets it apart from Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Or
the skunk ape or whatever.
Yeah. So again, here I'll put in the link for the end quote. I'll put in the link for the full story because they go in a little more detail. So.
Is that what happens?
But I thought
sometimes
that was
when you
really
drive through, sometimes you're driving through and you just smell something, you're like, but there's nothing around. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's him or she.
I actually, maybe I'll just talk about my last one because this is the last thing I have.
Okay, yeah, because I still have 2 more things after you, so then I'll come back and do mine.
Okay. So, I was thinking then, if you go onto some of those sites, they go on to talk about other stories, and they're kind of short. Mm-hmm. So, but if you're really interested in it, go and look through those links because it's really interesting. But then the other thing I was thinking of, I was like, yeah, I've heard of stories about Bigfoot in Illinois and Wisconsin, actually, in Michigan, all around, up in the upper Midwest. So I was starting my research on Bigfoot. So I said Bigfoot sightings in Illinois. So this is statewide.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you go into the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, BFRO, whatever, they have the most recent sightings from all the states, or most of the states where people report it, though. They have to report it. So again, I'm going to put the link of that here because it's so interesting. So I went by county.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
oh,
so
geez.
I want to start off with DuPage. I'm talking about the counties around us, So DuPage.
Okay.
So the most recent sightings have been, for Carol Stream, and we know where Carol Stream is.
I know where Carol Stream is, yes.
So Bigfoot, is Monster really out there? That was in October of 1974.
Okay.
Another one, 74. So there's 3 sightings in 74, but that's what I've seen so far. In January of 2011, a hiker found footprints in Timber Ridge Forest. Okay. That's the latest, actually. Sorry.
Okay.
And then there's reports. Those are the latest reports. And then those other ones
we're still in DuPage.
I cited, DuPage,
okay,
media articles. So now we go into Kendall County.
Okay.
So let's see. Reports of sightings are April of 2024, daylight road crossing sighting of Bigfoot by 2 witnesses 2 miles south of Plano near the Fox River.
Okay, I was trying to figure out Kendall, gotcha. Okay, now you said Plano.
And then June of 2006, before that, possible vocalizations heard near Yorkville. That's my brother used to live there.
That's time ago. Out in the boonies. That is country.
Out in the sticks.
Yeah.
And then there's a media article for Kendall. Witness claims Sasquatch sighting at Forest Preserve. That was in June 7th of 2012.
Okay.
So, now Will County.
All right.
So reports. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. So reports. January of 2023. Family describes multiple incidences in Custer Park.
Where's that?
45 southeast of Chicago. Not sure.
Never heard of that.
It kind of sounds familiar to me, Custer Park. Well, Will County.
Well, I know it's Will County, but that doesn't sound familiar at all.
November of 1970, memory told of a nighttime road crossing near Coal City.
Okay.
That's south of us, I think.
Yeah.
I think. October of 2009, hiker has daylight sighting in Goodnow Grove Nature Preserve. I've never heard of that.
Again, these counties are so big, too, but go on.
Yeah. Let's see. Most recent reports, October of 2024, Peoria County, close range 6 a.m. sighting by a truck driver, 15 southwest of Peoria. April of 2024, Kendall County, daylight road crossing sighting of a Bigfoot by 2 witnesses. Well, that's the one 2 miles from Plano.
Okay, yeah, I would say.
Let's see. So then there's a list of all the counties and how many sightings.
Who's got the most?
I was going to read through that. That's why I copied and pasted it. And I'll put the copy to the BFRO. Yeah.
And these are just the ones that have been reported.
Okay, it's the number of listings or sightings, the most recent report, and the last posted. So the number of sightings. So I didn't know we had so many counties. It's so crazy.
Well, I mean, it's a very big state, too.
So 16 in Cook.
Okay.
And that's Chicago proper.
I was like, there's not a lot of forest out there.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I mean, there's and here and there's dotted.
If you click on it, if you're in the site and you click on it, it takes you to all the noted sightings. So I can't from here, but I have to be in the thing.
Okay.
So 16 in Cook. That's high to me.
Because
the rest are like 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1,
Cook is very metropolis. It's, like I said, there's forests dotted around.
12 in Fulton County. I don't know where that is.
I've heard of Fulton, but I'm not sure where that is. Go on.
20 in Jackson County.
Where's that?
I'll have to see on a map where that is.
Okay.
20. That's like the highest so far.
Again, that
I've
wouldn't be
seen.
surprising if that's more out plain, not in a plain field, but a plain field and forested. Anyway, go on.
12, like, see, I see Kendall 3. That's where I mentioned the 3, right? I was talking about those. LaSalle 12.
Okay.
Let's see, that the end.
That's a lot for
okay,
LaSalle,
so
too.
next, no, it goes into the second and it cuts into 15 in Macoupin. Never heard of it. Macoupin.
Maybe that's southern.
Madison 24.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That must be a lot of forest around there.
Yeah. And then the next over 10 of them, Sangamon. I think I've heard of that.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Sangamon 13. And I think that's it then. Those are the highest sightings I've seen. And over 10. 10 or over, I should say. That's crazy to me. And again, if you're in the site and you click on the name of the county, it goes into the sightings, the detail. So I thought that was really interesting.
Nothing in Kane? I know people who live in Kane.
Kane County, let's see.
Because when you say Kindle, I'm like, oh, where else is Kane? Because that's kind of forested. That's not like super populated. I always think of the Kane. What is that, Kane? The Kane County
4.
State Fair? 4, okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
4, yeah.
Because I'm like, if whatchamacallit is having a lot, what was that? The one I said that was very populated. I'm like,
yeah.
They're not super populated. There's a lot of space out there, a lot of trees.
Right.
So
I'm trying to see if any of them stick out to any other, because those are the ones. Rock Island has one, just one.
Okay. I'm trying to think of going towards, like, you know where Brookfield Zoo is, out in that area.
Isn't that part of DuPage?
Is that part of DuPage?
DuPage
or,
or Cook?
Cook.
Could be.
Because that's kind of, it's pretty foresty out there.
Yeah.
So.
McHenry, that's what I'm thinking, up north.
Ah, okay.
It only has 3, which I'm shocked, because they have a little more green than
like Rockford?
Even we do.
Is that Rockford, McHenry County?
No, I think McHenry's up by our cousins.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Got you, girl. I was like, I got you.
I'm trying to think of any other counties stick out.
Yeah, there's a lot of counties.
Cook, of course. DeKalb, none. 0.
That didn't surprise me.
There's quite a few that have 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So DeKalb 0, which I've heard of DeKalb. Peoria has 6.
They're pretty built up, but they're surrounded by forest.
Yeah,
that's kind of out there.
DuPage 4.
I mean, if you ever drive from like Chicago all the way down to St. Louis, it's a long drive and it's a lot of nothing. So
Rock Island 1.
I said that.
Grundy, I've heard of Grundy 4.
Okay.
4 sightings.
That's up by Six Flags.
Oh, okay.
That's that area.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a lot of forest up there.
Yeah. That Jackson County has 20. I don't know if I said that. Did I say that?
No.
Okay, Jackson County has 20.
I didn't even know we had a Jackson County.
Yeah, I know. It's like, because the state is so big. I'm trying to see if any of the other names. Did I say Kendall? Yeah, 3
Yes.
talked about Kendall's.
Kendall.
Kankakee County 2.
Kankakee. So we're gonna. I'm looking on like DuPage, Cook,
Whiteside has 6, half a dozen.
Kendall, Kane. I'm just thinking of counties just because of McHenry. Like when you see, when you see like the tornado warning and they say what county you're in.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to like go through my.
I'm going out looking at some with at least 5 or more. So St. Clair has 5. Franklin County has 5. So I was just going up to 10 before. Peoria 6. Morgan, didn't even know we had Morgan, and Montgomery each have 5.
Okay.
Sightings. Now I want to go back in there and go into those and see the detail on what they saw. Was it just hearing or footprints, or like the other one they saw an actual
something run
being.
by.
Yeah. So that's really interesting to
and
me.
again, those are just ones that have been reported. That's not even like some people were like, did I see that?
Right. So that's it. That's my list.
All right.
That is my list.
All right, let's take a pause here because doggy has to go.
Yes, definitely. All right, see you in a few seconds for you guys. Okay, so you have 2 more, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, 2 more. All right.
What did I do last? Resurrection Mary, right?
Resurrection Mary, yeah. I talked about the Bigfoot sightings
the
in Illinois.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, so now we have the Chicago Water Tower and Pumping Station. That is, again...
Water Tower?
Water Tower, yes.
The way you said Water Tower.
Water Tower.
Water Tower.
Water Tower and Pumping Station. Again, on the tours, Chicago tour, walking tours downtown. Very similar to what you took.
Yes.
As he built in 1869, it was one of the few buildings to survive the Great Chicago Fire of 1871.
Because it was stone.
It was stone, yes. It had it has a very gothic look to it, so it kind of gives it that creepy feeling.
Yeah.
Employees and visitors have reported hearing footsteps, whispers, and unexplained noises in empty corridors.
Spooky.
Shadowy figures moving behind windows at night is believed to be haunted by a firefighter who perished in the Great Fire. He is a man described as dressed in turn-of-the-century firefighter gear.
Oh, wow.
Near the pumping station.
Wow.
And then there's other famous legend of a watchman who was at the tower who hung himself during the Great Fire because he thought that he could control it, and the fire just got too overwhelming.
Oh.
So yeah, that was one of the ones I just thought it was interesting that, and that's always just there. I think, where is that? In like
that is over there by where
Sears Tower.
No, that is over there because we had to walk right in behind it actually to get to where the what they closed, the Hershey.
Okay, yes. Okay, I thought that's what that place was.
Yeah.
So I was like,
and across the street from Water Tower Place.
I think I've been there. I was like, but I can't remember. Yeah, okay.
I've seen the building. We walked by it.
Yeah.
And it's cool looking, but I've never been in
That's the same place I'm thinking. Okay, I was pretty sure, but I wasn't sure. Okay, and the last thing that I have is a St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Oh, Lord.
Valentine's Day 1929. During the height of Prohibition, 7 men who were members of the Bugs Moran gang were lined up against a wall in a garage and gunned down by assailants dressed as police officers.
But they weren't?
No, they were not.
Oh, so dressed as police.
They were used used your favorite Tommy Pew Pews.
Tommy Pew Pews.
Pew Pews. Because you can't say that word either.
Yeah.
So, and,
well, Tommy Pew Pew.
Thomas,
pew, pew, pew.
Thomas something that they call it. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. Took me a minute. This was at 2122 North Clark Street in Chicago.
Wow. This
crime is still unsolved, and it's believed to be, but the rumor is it's believed to be done by Al Capone's gang, but they never could prove it. The area where it happened, there has been reported signing of strange shadows near the alley or the garage that it happened. And
it was a traumatic event.
Yeah, footsteps and whispers are heard on or around the anniversary, and yes, it is also part of the walking tour.
I can imagine.
That's my last one, but I also I totally forgot to look it up. Where the post office is now, because that's another one that would be interesting. The HHH Homes, murder mansion, whatever it's called, house, whatever they call it,
murder house.
That is no longer there.
I mean, Murdiddly.
That's no longer there. It's now the site of the post. Actually, the post office is one side, and I think where the actual house was.
The post office, the one where you drive under it. Is that the one?
I don't know. All I know is that the house where it actually was is now the parking lot to that, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So I can look that up. But yeah, that was the other thing.
Wondering. Wow.
And then the other thing was, if you watch the latest Unsolved Mysteries, they always do Cryptids. They talked about the Mothman.
Oh, yeah.
And they, and they had already done that. I'm like, why are they doing that again? Well, because I guess the sightings in Chicago have ramped up in the past 10 years.
That's right.
So, yeah.
I'm like, Mothman in Chicago. But I think I, like, threw it out in the back of my head because I'm like, I don't believe it.
Right.
I think it's just a big barn owl. Didn't they say there's a barn owl as big as a person?
That's what people are saying, but who knows? Who knows?
Well, I don't know if it's a barn owl per se or some kind of owl. Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be. You never know.
5 to 6 feet tall. That would be scary.
I'm trying to think about where this is. I'm like, I want to say it's the parking lot.
Oh, the old H.H. Holmes home. Are they doing a movie about that? Or did they?
There was supposed to be a Scorsese movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio a long time ago based on the Devil in the White City. That's what that book is based off of.
Oh, which I found for my brother. That's right. He wanted
and I have a copy of it too because I keep reading. I was building it. Yeah. Oh no, it is the. I'm sorry, it is not the parking lot. It is the post office.
Oh,
is there? So, but they think part of it went into the parking lot, and they just
right.
And
not surprising.
Yeah, did he? Because that happened during the World's Fair too, right? In
I believe
Chicago.
So.
That all happened.
Oh, and that's the other thing. He turned out not to be the murderer. What's his name? Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, that was a big theory.
That was a
just because he just happened to go over to England and then come back at the same time. It was just
some murders were happening. I mean, murdiddlies were happening. Happening. Murdiddlies.
Oh, here's something interesting. Was H.H. Holmes really buried in concrete? And yes, he was. Oh. Encased in concrete, buried 10 feet deep, requests to prevent grave robbing and medical exam. Oh. But his grave was exhumed in 2017.
For DNA. To see if he...
Large unique. Yeah, well, the body was largely decayed. Unique features and dental records were allowed to his identification.
Oh.
Yeah, so... Wow. Interesting.
Weird.
And they were given permission by the what is that called?
So
the descendants.
So then, since we're just talking about spooky dookies, and I talked about in the beginning about my ghost tour that I went on,
and I talked about my field trip in 4th grade.
Yeah, it's like, is that the only spooky dooky really thing that you've come across?
I think so. I don't think I've ever... I mean, I've been to Resurrection Mary, but we only ever went during the day just because we were passing by it.
All my life, though, I've seen, like, not shadow people, per se, but shadows. And, like, oh, I'll turn around, there's nothing there. Like, oh, you?
And I was just saying you've seen stuff in graveyards when you're driving by. Yeah. I've never seen anything, but...
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. So
once in a great while, I'm like, what the heck?
I don't think I've ever seen anything. Maybe I have. I just didn't realize it,
or didn't want to know. You're
That's
like, nope,
true too.
Nope.
I'm like, I'm on a need to know basis, and I don't need to know that.
Not today's setting. Not today.
Like, I don't need to know that.
But yeah, interesting.
Well, anywhere that you want to investigate now, either around or not around,
that I would want to go investigate? No, not really. Shit always happens with me. I always hear knocking, so I don't know if it's an animal or
I hear presence. But it's the tree outside my window, so that's what it always is.
That needs trimming.
Yeah, it needs trimming. And then really the dog, or it's the dog snoring, which I thought was that. I was like, I looked over and it's just snoring really loud. I'm like,
she
really?
snores so loud.
On my bed, really?
That is hilarious.
So hit the Mothman.
Any spooky stuff you've been watching?
I just watched that True Honey. I just finished it when you were making dinner.
What's that about?
It is basically
and on what?
It's on Netflix. They just released it maybe, and I totally forgot about it like a week ago.
Oh.
And it's 2 stories. I thought it was 5 episodes, but I
thought... Real
stories?
True stories?
True stories. It's a docuseries, stuff's dramatized, but it's also talking to the real people about their experiences. The first one's about a college kid haunted at a college. I have to tell you the end of that. I won't tell you that for spoilers here.
All right.
And that's the first 3 episodes called Eerie Hall, which is kind of weird name, Eerie Hall. That stuff was happening. And then the second one was called This House Murdered Me.
Oh.
And it was about a haunting in a house.
And did the person get murderedly?
Maybe, I don't know. Not the people that live there, obviously, but the ghosts, there was obviously some stuff that happened there. Okay. And that's just 2 episodes, so I hope they do that with they kind of cut it down more with Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, yeah,
That's the only thing with the new ones.
only
They're
thing
good.
is-
They're just long.
Well, the only thing, yeah, they should, because what do they take, one story, an hour per story?
45 minutes to 60 minutes.
They should do at least 2 stories, if not 3, within the hour.
Yeah, I think they can get more.
They just stretch it out to us like,
yeah.
oh, come on.
Because the
They're
original
stretching
one,
it
they
out.
did a half hour, and they did like
Yeah.
4 stories, sometimes 6 stories and updates. So it's like, my guys,
Oh, man.
I still think
My guys.
I still think they should have Bailey Sarian host that.
Oh, I know.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be wonderful.
Anyway, Bailey Sarian
More
or Justin
interesting.
Scarred, he can be Justin Scared during that.
I know. Oh, my gosh.
Poor guy.
Yep. So I want to watch, usually when it gets closer to Halloween, I like to watch, actually I watched it already in spring. Whatchamacallit?
The Mummy?
No.
No.
Well, I like The Mummy too, but
The
I
Brendan
watched that
Fraser.
earlier.
Brendan Fraser.
Whatchamacallit? Oh my god, that Marvel one that I like. So they've only
Oh,
done one-
Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by
Yes.
Night. I love that.
I think we
one.
mentioned that the last time. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my, like, I have to watch that yearly around Halloween, but I'll watch it during the year too. So, and I like to watch Hellboy. I don't know, it's a lot of Hellboy and The Mummy. Yeah, Brendan Fraser's
1999, yeah.
Yeah.
I still think I watch Halloween 78
Mhm.
and then probably watch Legend of the Sleepy Hollow from the Disney one because I'm a pussy.
With Johnny Depp.
No, the cartoon.
Oh, the cartoon.
We went through this the last time.
That's right. That's right. Oh my
That's
god.
a scary cartoon, man. That's scary. Man.
Maybe one day you'll watch Poltergeist.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you want to go stay at the Airbnb where they filmed that house? Or where they filmed it?
No.
That house? They made it into an Airbnb?
No.
To look like the old 80s stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And then, who else did...
Spooky
Oh, the
dooky.
Goonies. I think they're going to turn that into a museum. The old Goonies house. For a long time,
I thought they were redoing the Goonies.
they might be.
I was like, why?
There was an old... There's
some things you should just not touch.
Yeah. But where they were in Washington? That's where
Well,
they
redoing
filmed it?
or continuing.
Continuing
It's
is
two
fine.
different stories. Yeah, continuing is
I'm
fine.
like,
Don't redo it.
don't redo it. Yeah. That's what they want to do with Back to the Future, and they got backlash. I'm like, yeah, don't
Yeah.
touch Back to the Future, dude.
Yeah.
But, because where they was...
And like Christmas Story, do not touch that.
yeah. And that's another one that's an Airbnb.
Oh.
But I think it's the exterior they use. I don't think the interior was ever used.
Right, right.
But they made it look like the interior of that house.
Okay, it wasn't the same house.
In the inside.
Right, right.
Right. But the outside. Was it? Yeah, I don't think they really filmed there. Maybe the living room scene with the fragile.
Fragile.
But they used the Goonies had. They have the house. They used that house for that movie up in Washington.
Oh, okay.
And then
Washington State.
And I think they want to turn it into a museum, but only so many people got access to it before they are. But don't quote me on that. So, because there's a documentary coming out with that.
Right.
Because they celebrated 40 years during the summer
Mm.
of Goonies. And,
Wow.
yeah, because for a long time, you weren't able to even go up there and look at the house because of the people living there, which is understandable. But now someone bought it. So whoever sold it or maybe passed, I don't know what happened. But now these people bought it and they restored it to what it looked like.
Wow.
It made... They made the inside look exactly like it did in the movie. So...
And the one thing can't wait for next one.
Candy?
Stranger Things.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Yeah, there's Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
I'm debating whether I should start watching it now. I probably should because it's at the end of the month, right? Start watching like an
believe
episode a day or 2 episodes a
And
day.
they're doing it in 2 parts too, right?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like November and then
New Year's?
New Year
Or
Christmas,
Christmas.
New Year's,
Something like that.
something like that. Like 3 parts actually.
Yeah.
Because then those last 2 are supposed to be like movies, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's going to be epic.
That's supposed to be the
We
end.
have to watch it
That's
in the big TV upstairs.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. The whole family. Well, except for Mother. Because
She doesn't really care for
She-
that.
yeah. she's not into that. So
Yeah.
she'll clutch her pearls.
Should we have Eggos when we eat it?
Eggos, right? Eggos. Definitely made popcorn. Yeah. That's true. So... Well, I guess that's it for now.
Yes.
Hope you like the stories. They were interesting. It was
Yeah.
interesting looking up was like, I didn't know that.
Just
I didn't
around
know
the
that.
areas,
You know, for
yeah.
your maybe research your own areas just to see, you know, what
Oh, yeah.
paranormal cryptid or what was the other thing? Or Bigfoot, any Bigfoot sightings.
I gotta look up about the one you were talking about. What was I talking about? That you said maybe there's a YouTuber. Oh, the Congress.
Oh, the Congress
Yeah,
Hotel.
I should look
See
it up,
if any
see if anybody's
YouTubers
been there.
have gone.
Try to see if anything happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Because
But
you
I
see
know-
him go to all these, like the Queen Mary all the time, and
Cecil
the
Hotel.
what is that called? The Valeska House.
Yeah.
The Valeska
Ooh, is that
murders.
Italian?
Nope.
It's in Iowa.
Oh,
It's in
jeez.
Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah. And then all these
The Cecil Hotel.
the Cecil. Yeah,
Cecil.
Hotel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear about that.
The only thing
People-
about Congress is that it's kind of a fancy schmancy hotel.
it is a fancy.
So a
hotel,
lot
yeah.
of like politicians stay there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So maybe they won't allow that because of
Right, that's true.
people who stay there. So I don't know,
Oh,
celebrities.
True.
So that's the only thing I
True.
can see it not happening.
There,
But I'll have to look it up.
What is it called? The privacy issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yep.
until next time.
Yes. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Catch you later. Bye.
Oh, he's home. I thought I heard him.